What's going on, guys? Digidesdan here. I'm back again with another pickup video. Lots of great stuff this week from retail, Value Village, Goodwill, and all that good stuff. I want to start it off today, or this video, with some World Nintendo finds from the retail. So a bunch of plushies that I've been looking for. One duplicate, but my local store finally got to stocking on some of the newer things. Some of the newer waves that I haven't picked up yet. First thing is a Monty Mole plush, which is a nice size here. We have a Falco Lombardi, and this one is actually a duplicate. It's an extra one I have. I picked it up just because I knew somebody might want it. So if you do want it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. We have the 4-inch Splatoon Boy. So in one of my other videos I showed the 2-inch Splatoon Boy, but this one is the 4-inch one. Now the only one I'm missing in this line is the Samus, the Phazon suit Samus. And then two plushes that I'm very excited for, and it's all thanks to my fiance's eagle eye. We were just walking past an aisle, and she happened to find some World Nintendo stuff out of the corner of her eye, in a place where it normally isn't placed. But she was able to find the blue and the orange squid from Splatoon. It's very cool. So so far I think these are some of my favorites from the World Nintendo line, just because it's a newer IP of Nintendo's, and I like how they're already marketing and creating merchandise based off that IP. So there's that for basic retail. Another pickup I got from retail, or it's kind of retail. I picked it up from Play Asia. It was a pre-order, and a lot of people got their copies already from Amazon, but mine finally came in. It is Wild Guns Reloaded for the PlayStation 4. So this game, honestly, I don't know if it's a rehash or a brand new game, but I know that Wild Guns is a fantastic arcade shooter made by Natsume. If you haven't played it, it's on Super Nintendo. It's fairly expensive, and Wild Guns Reloaded for PS4, if you happen to have a PS4, is a very affordable alternative to the original Wild Guns. If you don't want to spend I don't know how much it's going for, $200 now. So Wild Guns Reloaded, made by Natsume. You can pick it up on Amazon or Play Asia, just about anywhere that sells PS4 games. Pretty sure not like Fred Meyer or anything. It's gonna have to be more like a specialty store, or one that has a wider range or a wider spectrum of products they carry. But I'm super excited to play this. The first one on Super Nintendo only allowed 2 players, but this one allows for 4 players. So not only is it a fun game, it's also very challenging. With 4 players, it's going to be either more challenging or easier to accomplish or easier to beat. So it's a great party game. Check it out. You can even play as a dog. That's why they have the dog on the back, I believe. And you can play as a dog with a gun. So check it out. So moving on to the thrift store finds. First one is from Half Price Books. It's not really game or toy related, but it is a comic. I mention comics every now and then on this channel. It is Showcase Presents The Flash. So this is kind of a collection of the Barry Allen series, not the Golden Age, the Silver Age of The Flash. And it's all in black and white printed, but it collects all the stories. I believe there's 4 volumes of this, and I was able to get it for 20 bucks. Normally it goes for about between 40 to 60, like on Amazon if I wanted it new. I'm assuming this one's used, but it's in like new condition. Like there's no creasing in the cover whatsoever. There's no like page folds or anything, no marks, anything really. So whoever had this before me really took care of it, and $20 is a lot more affordable than $40 or $60 for a like new or new one. So excited to have this in my collection, excited to read it. I have a lot of Barry Allen to catch up on. I know I'm huge on Wally West, but I haven't read much of Barry Allen as opposed to like Rebirth by Jeff Johns, like all the Jeff Johns stuff, and the new 52 went on, you know, present day stuff. Okay, next pickups are from Value Village. Nothing too special, nothing too exciting. I got this little pack here for $6. This is an N64 transfer pack that can be used with Pokemon Stadium or Mario Golf. I think there's a couple other games, but it also comes with a 3DS charger. So $6 isn't bad for that. And then we have a silver GameCube controller. This one was $5, which isn't too bad. The buttons are very responsive. They're not really soft or anything. So when one of mine wears out, I can either replace it with these buttons or I can just use this controller. Next find is actually found by my fiance. It was just sitting in the board game section. It is Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. So this one is not for resale, and just because it's a pack-in game with the DDR mat with the Mario on it. But this is basically Dance Dance Revolution with Mario and Mario music, and I mean, not exclusively Mario music, but it does feature some of those. But very cool. It's complete. Always figured that, you know, it's worth picking up if it's under $5 and it's a Mario title. It's definitely worth it to someone to trade or sell to, not gouge or scalp, but at least pass it forward. Next find from Value Village is a little bit more exciting. I've showed board games on this before, especially video game inspired board games or video game related board games or anything that's based off video games. But this one is along those lines. It is a Milton Bradley board game, but is based on the Sega video game Zaxxon. Sorry, you can hear all those pieces moving in there. This was picked up from Value Village for $4. The box is a little beat up. Each of these corners on the top lid is actually ripped and torn, which is too bad. There's a way to fix it. I'll probably fix that just because I don't want it in that condition. I at least want it to stay together. But the great thing about this is it's 100% complete. Got the board game here, which is pretty cool. But you also have the instructions. It's only a 2-player game, but that's not bad because all my friends are out of state now, so it's hard to get more than 2 people together at once. Comes with a little cardboard insert, but also has all the battle pieces and the starships, even with their stickers. Even with their stickers preserved, and the Zaxxon here. So fuel tanks, barricades, gun turrets, the 2 die even. So very cool find. You don't really find too many video game based board games anymore, especially the retro ones, and it's a pretty cool one to find and pretty cool one to have now. Add it to my collection, and hopefully I can add some more to my collection in the future. Alright, so the last store I should say visited this week was Goodwill. I picked up a few things, mostly because they were on sale. But first thing is this green Xbox controller. So this is the original Xbox, and this is the S version, controller S. Just because it's smaller, it's not the Duke, the original one. This one, I don't know if it was packed in with the Halo Special Edition. I know that the Halo Special Edition had Halo across the center here, but this is the same exact color. I don't know if they sold it separately. I don't quite remember. But the Xbox, the original Xbox that I got from my uncle in the last video didn't come with any controllers, and I know that some of my friends came over the other day and they wanted to play some Halo, and I didn't have controllers for them. I only had 2 of them, and so I made it a goal of mine to go out thrifting and find a couple Halo, or at least a couple usable Xbox controllers, so I can have people over I can play, just in case, just have controllers at my disposal. So this was a good pickup here. I got Goodwill. Even came with a memory pack, which is nice. Next pickup is an Xbox 360 controller. It's this one here. It's a black one, but it's wired. And the reason I picked this up was because it's in incredible shape. First off, it was $6, which isn't too bad. But I can use this for my PC if I want to play any platformers, like for example, Super Meat Boy, or like Shovel Knight or something, or even like Darius. A controller would be somewhat easier than using a keyboard. Things like FPS games I'll use a keyboard for. But also, the wired Xbox 360 controllers, I've heard you can actually use it with your Xbox One, so the newer system. And since I only have 2 Xbox One controllers, for $6, I figured that this one might be a little bit more appealing instead of spending $60 on a new Xbox One controller. So, multifunctional Xbox 360 controller here. Next pickup from Goodwill is, which is surprising to me, I don't know why anybody would donate this. It is the Club Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Wii U soundtrack. So this one was actually found on a cart before they put it out. I just picked it up because they're about to put it out anyway. It was $5. It's a little expensive for a CD, but this was a Club Nintendo exclusive. One of the few Club Nintendo physical rewards that they released before they shut down. But this is essentially the soundtrack to the game. It comes with, let's see, I guess the case is broken, but it comes with a red one, or a blue one, and a red one, and each side has different tracks coming from the Super Smash Bros. Wii U game. So this is a cool one here to have. I already have my own copy, but I figured this would be a good thing to trade off or give away, or sell to somebody who wants it. So, and the last thing I have to show you was something found by my fiance. She always happens to find like some of the coolest stuff. Also found at Goodwill. We just looked through the knickknacks and collectibles here and there, and behind one of the tin lunch boxes that are always packed on the shelves, she happened to find this lunchbox, also made out of tin or metal. It is Diddy Kong Racing. It's a miniature lunchbox, and it says Nintendo 64 and the Rareware logo down here. It's got Diddy Kong in his plane. On the side you have just some more Diddy Kong Racing with Diddy Kong in his plane, and the other side is the same exact one, or image I should say. This was $2.99, so not a bad pickup. It works, still got the latch. It's actually in pretty good shape considering how old it is. It's from the N64 era, so it's got to be at least 97, 98, and there's no huge dents, just some scrapes here and there with the paint, no rust. Only thing is written by the owner, Bonnie Curry, smiley face. But either way, it's a very cool pickup found by my fiance. Super cool to have it. Video game memorabilia is always a cool thing to find in the stores and a cool thing to collect. So when you don't find games, you find stuff like this, makes your hunting days way better. But anyway, those were my pickups for this week. Not a whole lot, but lots of great stuff either way to add to my collection, lots of new stuff to add to my collection, and lots of great things to have for trade and for sale and all that stuff. So if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Facebook, my Instagram, all of that's linked in the description below. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.